What's going on, guys? Today's video is just going to be, it's not an entire movie collection today, it's just a superhero movie collection video just because, I don't know, I just wanted to get another video out before the trip that wasn't like coaster related or anything like that. Since the trip is, well, 2 days from the time I'm recording, it's going to be uploading this probably tomorrow, or tonight at midnight probably. But yeah, it's everything 2 days from when I'm recording this, which is, this coming Sunday, July 10th, so I just want to get a video up before it anyways. Let's just get to this. This is CBS Superhero Movie Collection video, and I have gotten some new titles last time with the collection video, but the next one of those isn't going to come to like September. So I'm trying to build my Star Wars collection a little bit. So we're going to start with MCUs. The first Iron Man I only have on Blu-ray, but this is a very good start to the MCU. I'd still say, I don't know if it's in the top 5 MCU anymore, but top 10 for sure. This is definitely solid. Incredible Hulk from 2008, not a great movie, but better than that snooze fest movie 2003 one was, but it's still not one I really have like high desire to watch again. Like I'd say it's the bottom 3 MCU for sure, without a doubt. Iron Man 2, I don't hate it. I don't think it's amazing, but I don't hate it. The Michael Grand sequence is pretty entertaining. Has some moments that's pretty entertaining, has some moments that's pretty boring, but overall, I don't hate it like most people do. Do I think it's a top 10 MCU? No, but I don't think it's bad. Thor. It's never really been one of my favorite. The only Thor movie that I genuinely really enjoyed was Ragnarok. It was pretty okay. It's just not something I really have high desire to watch over and over again. Captain America: First Avenger. This is a good start for him. But, yeah, it's definitely got overshadowed by Winter Soldier and Civil War. Without a doubt. Avengers, I got 2 copies. We got the DVD from 2012 and the Blu-ray from 2012. This is the first real team movie besides, the shitty-ass Fantastic Four movies don't count. But the first, real team-up movie, and, this was definitely, it was really good at the time. It's still really good now. Yeah, I don't think much needs to be said. Iron Man 3, people complain there was too much Tony starting off Iron Man. That didn't really turn it down that much for me. But I don't love it. But I think my opinion of this Iron Man 2 are kind of similar, but I think Iron Man 2 is a little more enjoyable than this. Now we're going to get to the worst MCU in my opinion, Thor: The Dark World. Now this one was just forgettable and boring. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one at all. I've heard Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder just came out. I've heard not very good things about it. I saw an article where this guy compared it to Batman and Robin. Jesus Christ, can't imagine being that bad. Has a 68 Rotten Tomatoes. The first starting score, that ain't good. Captain America: Winter Soldier. Definitely. I might still be in the top 5 MCUs. I gotta rethink that because I have watched No Way Home really recently. But yeah, it's definitely great. I don't think it's Civil War or Infinity War good, but it's still really good. This is one of recent the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. This is the second one of the most underrated movies in the MCU. They took kind of a risk with this, and it actually worked really nicely. It's really enjoyable. Definitely underrated. I think both those movies are better than Black Panther. I know that opinion is going to get shit on in the comments, but I don't really care. Age of Ultron from 2015. Pretty big disappointment, but still enjoyable to an extent. But I just had really high interest, and they were not met. Those trailers made this look a lot more epic than it was actually going to be. But it had its enjoyable moments. Just, it was a very disappointing movie. America: Civil War, the best MCU in my opinion. No ifs, ands, or buts. Nothing is beat it yet. I don't think anything will. Especially in the Marvels, kind of having a rough year. Obviously Morbius, I've heard was a complete shit show. I haven't seen it yet. Doctor Strange 2, I've heard mixed things mostly. And Thor: Love and Thunder, I've heard it's not very good. Guardians 2, I only have it on DVD, not Blu-ray, but I think this is equally as good as Guardians 1. Yeah. Pretty much my opinion is exactly the same. It's an enjoyable, fun movie. One of the more underrated movies in the MCU. Spider-Man: Homecoming, it's an enjoyable watch, I would say. It's just nowhere near as good as Far From Home or No Way Home. But, it's fine. It's just not one of the... I wouldn't say that it's a must-watch in MCU. But it's an enjoyable watch, I would say. Thor Ragnarok. This wasn't in very good shape, as you could tell when I got it, and the case is partially kind of broken back. I got it like an FOE for a couple bucks, but we replaced it. It seems, at least a little better. But yeah, this is the only really good Thor movie in my opinion. This one is actually kind of hilarious at times. I really dig this one. Now we're gonna get to the most overrated one of the MCU, in my opinion, Black Panther. But this edition, I'm not gonna lie, is really nice. I got this at one of the FOUs by me. And the front, the slipcover and the actual cover are actually different. Yeah. Pretty enjoyable film, I would say. I just wouldn't call it a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Overall, decent movie, just really overrated. The most overrated MCU, in my opinion. Infinity War, still one of the best super movies of all time. I would still say it's in the top 3 MCU. And, I love this from the moment I saw it. Very rewatchable. And, yeah, absolutely epic. Now we're going to get to, I think it's the second worst MCU movie, in my opinion, Captain Marvel. I waited till I could find this at 5 low to buy it on Blu-ray. That's how much I cared. Yeah, I saw this movie once in the theater. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't very interesting. And, Carl Danvers as a character was pretty annoying. Avengers Endgame, a little long. I don't think it's as good as Infinity War. I think it's a tail rated. The memes did kind of ruin it, not gonna lie, for me, because for some reasons I wasn't able to see it until like 2 months after it came out. But, I eventually got my chance, and, as great as it was, I don't think it's Infinity War good, which I know is not gonna be a popular opinion, but there you go, I said it. But I do remember walking in the theater, I was like, has this seriously been 3 hours? And sure enough, yeah. And, now, this is, when I asked for Spider-Man Far From Home, this is what I got. So I technically had 2 copies of Homecoming. So yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man Homecoming. Far From Home was definitely better, for sure. I really liked Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, I believe. Yeah, he was definitely really good in that. And yeah, and I've only watched it maybe like once since I got it, but it's definitely enjoyable. Movie. Now I'm finally going to briefly get to my thoughts on No Way Home, which I just got for my birthday. I watched this for the first time just under 2 months ago now. I was a little bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. Because, it was great and all, and I loved seeing, like, Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin again, and, Alfred Molina Gray as Doc Ock. But, I just wish there was more of those, and I kind of wish that Spider-Man had more interactions with the other Spider-Mans, like, Tobey Maguire and whatnot, but still an enjoyable movie. I would still say it's definitely in the top 5, it was just a little bit on the disappointing side for me. But, doesn't mean bad. I think I have my expectations just abnormally high. Okay, so MCUs are done. Now we're just going to get to the generic Marvel ones. By generic, I mean non-MCU. Okay, I'm going to have some kind of not so good ones in here. Amazing Spider-Man 1. Don't love it. Don't hate it. But I don't think it's great. I just think this is just a more poorly written version of, like, the Sam Raimi one. Now, the Sam Raimi trilogy is probably better than this. Amazing Spider-Man 2. This was garbage of garbage. Tried to cram too many villains. I had very similar problems to Spider-Man 3, but, Jamie Foxx's Electro, what were you doing? One of the worst villains I've seen. Hey, Moose, if you're not, that was just ridiculous. Yeah, it's not a good movie at all. Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2. I think Deadpool 1, I think Deadpool 1 might be a little better than Deadpool 2, but Deadpool 2 is funnier, but yeah, both these are really funny movies, no doubt. Really enjoy them. Stick Forward 2005. Yeah, this movie's shit. Yeah. I don't own the 2015 one, I never will. Got this, Iron Man Hulk Hero United, got this 2013. Still haven't cared to watch it, to be honest. Sam Raimi from 2002 on VHS. I think I have Spider-Man 2 also in, like, my basement, I think, on VHS, I think, but yeah, definitely. I don't know if it's really aged quite as good. It's on the cheesy side, but definitely really fun watch. Last of this pile, then it's the DC one. So we got Spider-Man Hydrogen Trilogy on Blu-ray. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Spider-Man 2 is the best of these, like, by far. Spider-Man 3, I don't hate it like I did. It's not a good movie. Whatever his name was, his Venom was pretty terrible. But when I watched it again, it was decently better than I remember. Doesn't mean it was good. It was still pretty trash, I would say, overall. For Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, my favorite Spider-Man movie. I think it's actually better than No Way Home. It's absolutely hilarious. The animation is absolutely stunning, and yeah, this blew me away in more ways than one. They're making a 2-part sequel, and I am beyond pumped for that. Venom, this is one of the ones I picked up fairly recently. Not a great movie. Sometimes it's really entertaining, sometimes it's really boring. It's a really inconsistent movie. Well, Tom Hardy is trying his ass off in this, I can tell. Everyone else, I can't really say the same. Yeah, kind of a garbage kind of movie, I would say. Not buying the sequel until the price drops a lot, because this just really did nothing for me. Not a good movie. Like, I think a 30 on Rotten Tomatoes is a little low, but I would not go any higher than 45 to 50. Yeah, definitely not very good. Logan, I don't have a lot of the X-Men movies because I've never been like a diehard fan of them. Actually, I have more than I thought, but a lot of the old ones I don't have. Logan is probably the best, I guess, like the Wolverine movies. I would say this actually was really good. I tried to see this in the theater. I remember like right when it came out, and that's nice. It was like rated R and stuff like that. But in Days of Future Past and X-Men First Class, these are two of my favorite X-Men movies. I don't know which one I like more, but I know I like these better than the first two. And then obviously Last Stand, Orange Wolverine are a heaping pile of garbage. I don't own those. I never will. I have 2 copies of the Wolverine here, which came out in 2013, I believe. Yep, solid movie. I would say it was solid, but I don't remember much about it. Anyways, now we're on the DC pile, and we are done. Let's go ahead. This has got the Batman movie from This is based on the Adam West TV show from like 1986. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's cheesy, it's fun. If taking it seriously, I wouldn't say it's very good, but this is not the kind of Batman to take seriously. The Batman 4 film collection with the Tim Burton ones and the Schumacher ones. Why do I own these 2? I've got no idea. These 2 are the reasons why I own this set. Not sure which one I like better between Batman Returns, but Batman Forever and Batman Robin. Yeah, we don't talk about them. I still see you. Yeah. One of the funniest movies of all time, but one of the worst at the same time. Yeah. We're not talking about that. Now we got the Dark Knight trilogy right there. I only have one of these on Blu-ray, but I think this is probably one of my favorite movie trilogies of all time, besides probably the original Star Wars trilogy. I think Dark Knight's probably the best of these. Followed by probably Dark Knight Rises. I like it more than most people do, and Batman Begins probably the weakest trilogy, but it's relative because they're all great. The Batman that came out this year is one with Robert Pattinson. This blew me away. This is my first time seeing a movie in the theater since before all this COVID stuff started, and yeah, this absolutely blew me away. One of the best movies I've seen in quite some time. I have to give Dark Knight a watch, but it might be better than Dark Knight in my opinion. It was absolutely phenomenal, and yeah, especially like the Dark Approach Riddler. I didn't know what I was going to think, but he knocked it out of the park. It was really good. And even like Pattinson's Batman alone, one of the best roles I've seen in a comic movie. This movie blew me away, guys. I highly recommend giving it a watch if you can. Batman: The Dark Knight Returns from when did this come out? 2013. I think I watched it once, and it's actually pretty good for like an anime movie. It's pretty dark too. It's like PG-13, I think. Yeah, it was good, but it's been a while since I've seen it. Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. I got some fairly recently. It's based off the animated series, I believe, and yeah, it's definitely solid. I don't think it's as good as people say it is personally, but definitely a decent choice. Why the fuck do I own this? Okay, yeah, we're gonna pretend like I don't own that. Catwoman, yeah. One of the worst movies of all time, no discussion needed. Green Lantern, Yeah, I don't know why I own this either. I think 13-year-old me just found it at Best Buy for $4, and I'm just like, sure. Yeah, this is it's kind of a shitty ass movie too. Don't think more or less needs to be said for that. Joker. Still haven't watched this yet, but I plan on it. But it just hasn't been at the top of my list. Justice League Doom I got back in 2014. Don't remember much of this, but I think I did see it like once. Lego Batman movie. I got this for like a couple bucks at FOE recently. I've heard actually good things about it. Just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. Hopefully that should change soon. Probably when I get back on my trip, I'll make some time for it. This Lego Batman movie I got from this is from 2013. I got it in 2014, I believe. Watched it once. This is based off a video game, I believe. It's fun, but I just, yeah, it's been a little while since I've seen it. I think I watched it once I got it. Man of Steel from 2000. Now we're on the DCUs now. Man of Steel from 2013. Yeah, this movie's kind of a train wreck, to be honest. But this edition's really cool, though. It's like a dingy book, I think they call it. Yeah, something like that. But the movie's kind of a train wreck. It's kind of boring, and yeah, like a 13-year-old shouldn't be dozing off and nearly falling asleep during a Superman movie. Like, yeah, I kind of hate this movie compared to most people. I think it's kind of a ridiculous movie. Why do they take this dark approach to Superman is beyond me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Man of Steel. But opinions are opinions. Batman vs Superman. Kind of a train wreck of a movie. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of this either. I haven't watched the Ultimate Edition yet, but I did see a theatrical one, and not very good. Zack Snyder's Justice League. I don't own the Joss Whedon one. I will not. That movie is a pile of dog shit. This one is quite a bit better. I don't think it's perfect. It definitely has some of the same issues as the Joss Whedon one, but not to the same extent. By no means. But, yeah. I wish it was a little shorter than 4 hours, but this is just like that, we were supposed to get. I'm glad we eventually got it. Suicide Squad 2016. Yeah, this movie's kind of a shit show. I did see the extended cut, barely did anything for it, and I feel like sure though, it could have been a decent Joker, but it was barely in the goddamn movie, so what difference does it make? Yeah, I don't think it's very good. But, yeah, that's basically that. Like, I think I thought it was an entertaining mess the first time, and the second time I was just like, that's one of the messiest movies I've ever seen, yeah. That's pretty much it for my superhero movie, collection. I kind of just wanted to do this so I can get a review up for my trip, and then, yeah. Definitely put on new content in the next few weeks, and, expect an entire movie collection video, another one, probably in the next, few months. That's, pretty much it. This is actually pretty fun to do, so.